Hi, my name is Barrett Tribe, and I will be playing Lieutenant Walter Neumann. I'm an actor, improviser, writer. I do a lot of stuff, but you wouldn't have heard of anything I've done because none of it's popular. Well, when I was attracted to D&D really young, but I grew up in a town where not many people played role-playing games. So I didn't really start playing games until I was in my 20s. And that's what I did instead of going to class in college. I played Magic the Gathering during the day, and then I stayed up way too late playing D&D and other role-playing games with my friends at night. There was like a good 10-year span where I played a lot of role-playing games. And then I went back to college and I started doing acting and improv, and I was like, oh, this is what I was doing. This is why I was role-playing. Because what I really wanted to do was act. When I was a kid, I really liked Star Trek. I grew up in a rural area in upstate New York, and I was a nerd in a town of a population of less than 1,000. I didn't have many other people to hang out with to talk about nerdy stuff who enjoyed comic books and sci-fi and science fiction, if you want to go with a harder route. And nobody in my family really liked this stuff either. So when I was a little kid, I watched Star Trek, Doctor Who, and I remember when Next Generation came on the air, and I was super excited because this was new stuff. I was too young to really understand how good some of the actors were on the show. My favorite captain has to be Picard, partly just because of the acting, but also I think that Picard was written to be an answer to Kirk. Kirk was into everything that was happening. He was, a swashbuckling captain. If something sexy was going on, he was involved. And having Picard be way more rational and way more leery, but also more diplomatic, meant that there were more options on how to solve problems on the show. So my character is Lieutenant Walter Neumann. This is a complicated backstory that I came up with. So he was raised as a member of a Nordic cult. And there is a current throwback religion to the Nordic pagan religions of Viking era and into Germany as well, called Ausatra. So that's what I'm basing this off of. I need to do more research into it so I can really nail it down. But the idea is that this future version of Ausatra was like an offshoot of Ausatra. Cult gained a lot of money, emigrated to a planet that they predicted would be a good trading area. They were right. Trading post, pleasure planet for all cultures to come to. My character grew up in that area, exposed to a lot of different cultures, alien species, and that's what gave him his curiosity and his ability to interact with other species on a way that most members of Starfleet don't have. He's traveled on starships to places, but he's never been a crew member of a starship. Walter is a diplomat, and he's part of Starfleet's diplomat corps. He's never needed to be assigned to a ship because he's there for treaties, meetings, negotiations. Sometimes he's definitely stepped beyond his limits as a lieutenant to cut off bad negotiations or negotiations that are going sour because the commanding officer really didn't know what they were doing. And it's gotten him both a good reputation and a bad reputation, depending on which side you're on. So he's going to be super excited to finally be on a starship, and it's also what got him to join Starfleet in the first place. He wanted to be out there on the edges of the known frontier. This group of players, I think, is gonna be really good. Well, we all know each other a little bit, so that's cool. At least a little bit, if not a lot. Everybody has performed improv, if not straight up theater. So they understand give and take a lot, and also how to reveal character slowly. When we do improv, we start off with nothing and we build characters as the show goes on and add it up. But it's still revealing something about the character. But this time we get to plan ahead and get to choose when and what we reveal and how it gets revealed. And I think it's gonna be those moments of the adventure is in a lull where we get to talk to each other. We're gonna find things out about each other. And I can't wait. Hey everybody, thanks for watching me talk forever, because that's what I do. We're gonna be starting Star Trek Adventures coming up here real soon, March 12th, which is a Tuesday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, twitch.tv/weirdlings. Check it out.